No.
No?
Mm-mm.
All right. Now, what casino were you in, number one, when you had this idea? You said you were in Vegas.
Hard Rock Hotel.
So, number one, you were rock hard at the Hard Rock.
Well, thank God the bell sounded after that rather insightful round of questioning. Time is up, and it's time now for our celebrity panel to lock in their votes without discussion. Is it number one, number two, or number three? At this point, I'll ask our studio audience to cast the votes as well while everybody's voting. I'll remind you there, sitting at home, we're going to pay our team of challengers $1,000 for every incorrect vote. Oh. That had so much promise. All right, the gong has sounded. Meshack, for whom did you vote, sir?
What a great idea. You know, I'm all for this, John. Number one, though, has that Vegas look. I just kind of think that she's the one who did it.
All right. All right, Jackie.
I think they all look great, too, you know, because I'm looking, I'm going, It used to be vulgar to have your nipples hard like that. Now I'm like, maybe I'll take it home to my husband and see if he likes it. But number one is just gorgeous. You don't really need any help. And number three, you look good with that. Number two looks like she put it on and it added a little something interesting. Okay, number two.
All right. And?
Well, I didn't vote for number one because she's so pretty, you don't have a problem having men look at you. Girl, I'm looking at you. What's that? I voted for number three because she looks like she needed help up front.
And the critics raved. All right, on to Brad Sherwood.
First of all, number one, he's only staring at you because he wants that outfit. And number two, I just wasn't convinced. Number three, I think you wore the little glasses to be the most unassuming, so I'm thinking you're being sneaky. And I love the way they stick on. I voted for number three.
All right, believe it or not, the celebrity votes are in. Let's see how our audience voted. All right. They went rather convincingly with number one. We're going to be right back. Find out who's right, who's wrong, and who the real Bonnie Perks producer is right here on To Tell the Truth. To tell the truth, we're having a lot of fun here. One of our challengers is the real Lori Barghini, who is giving women a perky, and I mean perky look with this little prop called Body Perks. Guess where it goes? Now, the other two are lying. We're going to find out a little more after we recap our votes right here. We have 2 votes for number 1, 2 votes for number 3, and a single vote for number 2. Who's right, who's wrong? It's time now to find out which one of our players is the real Body Perks producer with a reel. Lori Barghini, please stand up. We'll come back to you in just a minute. Let's meet our wonderful team of imposters who did a great job. Certainly, number 1, you fooled a couple of people. You would have fooled me, too, because you are amply endowed with what my father used to refer to as the promised land. Who are you and what do you do?
My name is Sherry Thomas, and I'm a bartender in Corona, California.
Wonderful to have you with us. Thank you. Thank you.
Where exactly in Corona is that?
Number 2, who are you and what do you do?
My name is Tracy Sheldon, and I'm a substitute teacher at a Catholic school.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you.
There's that Catholic school. There's that Catholic school.
Boy, are you going to have a story to tell on Monday. All right. Lori,
She's going to be expelled on Monday.
Lori, what an interesting prize. Tell me the story of how this originated.
We were on a girls' weekend in Las Vegas, a town that's very silicone enhanced, if you will. And we just felt we would like a little bit more attention. So we put these shampoo bottle caps in our shirt and went out, and it was a magical night of free drinks, free limousine rides, not paying to get into nightclubs. And the next day, we were like, I think we're onto something. We'll check it out and see if anyone's invented a nipple.
Thank you so much for being with us. 3 incorrect votes, $3,000 split among the 3 of you. Thank you again for playing the Tell the Truth and panel. It's time to meet our next 3 challengers.
Number 1, what is your name?
My name is Rose Brubaker, and I'll lie for you.
Number 2, what is your name?
My name is Rose Brubaker, and I'll lie for you.
Number 3, what is your name?
My name is Rose Brubaker, and I'll lie for you.
Only one is the real Rose Brubaker, and the other 2 are lying. The real Rose Brubaker is the owner of a service that provides you a tailor-made alibi with plenty of props to help you cover your tracks. Want to miss a social engagement, sneak out for a job interview, or surprise your spouse? Rose uses phone lines, artists, and even the U.S. mail to help you keep your story straight. Even though she is a professional liar, today she has sworn to tell the truth.
All right, panel and audience, our 3 ladies here all claim to be the real alibi artist. Which one is it? We start our questioning once again with Vishek Taylor.
Thank you, John. Number 1, when did you discover that you had this talent?
I started business in January 2001.
Okay, and before that, you just lied for free?
I worked as a personal assistant, actually.
Okay, that would prepare you. Number 2, how would one obtain your services? How do I get in touch with you for this?
You can contact us on the web at expertalibi.com.
Okay. Number 3, how much does it cost?
Annual membership is about $35 a year. Alibis will run anywhere from $150 to $200 for a weekend, depending upon what services you need.
My goodness. But number 3, you have some very important lies to tell, obviously.
They can be complicated.
Okay. Number 1, is any guarantee that your lie will work and get me out of whatever situation that I'm in?
I can't guarantee that you won't get caught, but I guarantee that I will do what we say we're going to do.
All right, okay.
Number 1, do you have a criminal record?
No,
Number 2, have the police ever called you up?
not to date.
Number 3, has anybody ever gotten busted and you've been there?
Absolutely not.
No? Well, I mean, number 3, why would it take $25 for a lie for a year? I mean, what could somebody lie about for a year?
That's the membership fee.
Oh, my God.
You crazy.
I mean, number 2, are you related in any way to that man, Brubaker, in that movie that Robert Redford did?
All right. Moving on to Ann.
Number 2, say I wanted to skip school and not get busted, give me a little prop that you would help me get away with that.
Well, you could say that you were going to go on a job interview. And
I'm in school.
right, but you can have a job.
Let me preface that. I'm 10, and I'm in school. All right, number 3, what is the toughest request you've ever had to fulfill?
We had a client who wanted to go surfing, and he was going to be gone for a long time, didn't want to have anybody get in touch with him, so we constructed an alibi for him to be in quarantine in a clinic.
All right, Brad Sherwood.
So we're on a show called To Tell the Truth, and we're trying to figure out who is the liar because they're the only one that's supposed to tell the truth, and the other 2 people that are truthful are now lying. So I have to figure out who's the professional liar because they're telling the truth, the other 2 are lying. I can't figure it out. Okay. Number 1, how do you use the mail as an alibi maker?
There are services, so a lot of people want us to send a postcard, let's say from Paris. So we would put a postcard in an envelope, send it to Paris, and then a mail drop would drop it in.
This is an international network you have. Number 2, how does the phone get involved in this? Like, what do you do with the phones to set up an alibi?
Well, if people want to say they're going to a conference or going to stay at a hotel, we answer the phone in any prearranged manner.
Oh, all right. And number 3, what is the sneakiest thing you've done personally?
I sneaked into the movies for free.
Bell has sounded and not a moment too soon. It's time now for our celebrity panel and our studio audience to lock in their votes without discussion. Is it number 1, number 2, or number 3? And when we return, we're going to find out how everybody voted and who the real Rose Brubaker is right here on To Tell the Truth.
Closed captioning is sponsored in part by...
Tell the Truth. One of our challengers here is the real Rose Brubaker, whose business is to lie for you. And the other 2 are lying. So go figure. Well, Meshack Taylor, we'll start with you, sir. For whom did you vote?
Well, thank you, John. Well, I tell you, I was looking at number 3 because she looked so unlikely, but then when she told me that the most dangerous thing she'd ever done was to sneak into the movie theater, I don't know, I just didn't buy it. But number 1, there's something about the fact that she just looks like she would not lie, that she would be very truthful, that makes me say, this woman is a liar.
All right. Jackie?
Well, Aunt asked number 2 about him having a job when he was in school, and she couldn't quite get that together. I said, she don't lie so good. Number 1 looks like a preppy schoolgirl. I said, she'd probably make a good liar. But then, I said, she's too pretty. She doesn't have to lie. She can get it honest. But number 3 looks like this little round, angelic, beautiful, fresh face. I said, that's the lying kind.
All right. And?
I voted for number 1 because she got blonde hair.
All right, Brad?
I think that number 1 looks like a Russian double agent. Look at her, that coat. But there was something about number 3. I think number 3 looks the most innocent. I'm trying to figure out the double mind speak of a liar. So if you're the liar, you want to look the most truthful. And if you're the truthful one, you want to look the most liar. And I chose number 3.
All right, let's see how our audience voted. All right. All right, it's that Eastern Bloc spy look down that number 1 has. We're going to be right back. We're going to find out who's right, who's wrong, and who the real alibi artist is right here on To Tell the Truth.
Would you like to be on To Tell the Truth? Go to totellthetruth.tv and find out how.
you to tell the truth. One of our challengers is the real Rose Brubaker, whose business is actually to establish an alibi for you. All right, our celebrity panel was split evenly between 1 and 3, and our audience went with number 1. But it's time now to find out which one of our players is the real alibi artist. Will the real Rose Brubaker please stand up?
Yeah!